back to my YouTube channel, and today I want us to continue with the topic that we started a few months ago, and that is about anxiety. And we stopped at a place where we were talking about types of anxieties or anxiety disorders. And I remember we talked about separation anxiety disorder, and also we talked about social anxiety disorder. I know there are many types of anxiety disorders, but I'll not touch on all of them. But I want just to add one more, and then we start looking at ways that we can use to overcome anxiety in our lives, or how can we navigate through this situation. So the last type of anxiety disorder that I want to talk about is general anxiety disorder, and I think this was supposed to be the first anxiety disorder that I would have talked about, but I decided to bring it at the end so that it helps to generalize and also to summarize everything that we've been talking about. So when you talk about anxiety disorder, especially general anxiety disorder, our question is, what is the difference between this kind of disorder or this anxiety disorder from a social anxiety disorder or from separation anxiety disorder? One quick answer is with general anxiety disorder, we don't have a trigger, or we don't have something that triggers one to be anxious. For example, when we talked about social anxiety disorder, we said these are people who fear crowds. These are the people who don't want to go where there are many people. They don't want to go to parties. So these crowds is like a trigger to them. And when we talk about separation anxiety disorder, we say these are people who are worried about losing the people that they value most in their lives. And therefore, thinking about losing those people becomes a trigger. But when you talk about general anxiety disorder, there is no trigger. But still this person gets worried. This person gets panics in his life. This person is always worried about something. And when I talk about worry, it doesn't mean just a normal kind of worry, because all of us worry every day. We worry about our families, we worry about our jobs, we worry about our education, we worry about our health. But I'm talking about that extreme kind of worry, or that extreme kind of panic that makes us not be able to fulfill or accomplish our day-to-day routine or our day-to-day activities. And therefore, when you talk about general anxiety disorder, this person gets worried about many things. For example, somebody might be worried about their financial capability. Maybe somebody gets paid, and when they look at the needs that they have and the kind of money they've received, and the needs and whatever they have don't match, that they are not able to pay their bills, they're not able to get whatever they need, and therefore this one makes them worried, and they get so worried to the extent that they don't function. They're not able to go about with their day-to-day activities. So one can be worried because of his or her job, maybe worried that I might be fired, or maybe I'll not perform so well at work, or maybe I'm not well prepared for this job, I'm not talented, like so and so. And therefore this brings worry, and this person gets worried to the extent that it affects their lives. They can be worried also about maybe their education. I'm not performing well. I have an exam that I need to do, but I'm not well prepared. I'm not good in this or that subject, and therefore I don't know what or how I'll perform that subject. And therefore these worries goes to the extent that this person will not be able to perform, even when this person is in school, will not be able to concentrate. When this person is at work, he's not able to perform his or her duties or whatever he or she is expected to do. And therefore, the worry affects the way this person works or affects his way of performance. And therefore, this becomes a problem to this person. And again, when we talk about anxiety, general anxiety disorder, this person is usually worried about the hypothetical situations. He's worried about things that have not happened, but the person is worried that certain things might happen in his or her life. For example, I've said if this person is going to present a paper or maybe to teach a class, already he or she concludes that I'll not succeed in this, or I'll not be able to perform, I'll not be able to reach the expectation at my work, I'll not be able to pay my bills, even before the time of paying the bills has come. And therefore, this person is worried about things that are not there. And these things, or the worry, is making this person not to function well. So this person is panics. This person is so worried, and therefore he cannot meet the expectations that he or she is supposed to. What are some of the symptoms of general anxiety disorder? The first one is one feels irritable or unsettled. So even if he's at work, this person is not settled, it's not at peace. The person is just shaking, worrying, not settled. When you look at them, they are not to their task because they are unsettled, they are irritable, they are just worried all through. Secondly, this person also is not able to manage his work. He's not able to do whatever he or she is supposed to do at work. He can be there physically, but still not able to perform. This person also gets tired quickly, even after doing nothing or doing very little. This person feels that he's tired. You might get what you call muscle tension. You might lose sleep or lack sleep at night, not be able to sleep well. The person might worry about the symptoms that comes with anxiety. For example, sweating, panicking. And even before he reaches that extent of starting sweating, already this person is worried about the symptoms. Said, okay, if I go to work, people will see me shaking, people will see me sweating, people will see that I'm not settled. So these people fear the symptoms or the outcome of what will come after they get anxious. And most of the time, those things are hypothetical, the things that have not happened. So they're just thinking about things that are in future, things that have not happened yet. Let us now change gears and start talking about how do we deal with this situation? How do we deal with anxiety disorder? I'll just touch on a few. I don't know if I'll be able to finish, but I want to touch on a few ways that we can overcome anxiety disorder in our lives. I'll just generalize because we talked about social anxiety disorder, separation anxiety disorder, and today we've talked about general. And therefore, how do we overcome anxiety as a whole? So the first way that we can overcome anxiety is by trying not to focus on the future. Because I've said one of the problems is these people are worried about hypothetical things that have not happened. They are worried about the future. For example, I'm going to present a paper, so my worry is how will people take me? How will people listen? How will people judge me? How will people conclude about me? And therefore, I get worried to the extent of not able even to present the paper. So the thing is, the first thing that we need to do is to not to worry about the future, but to focus on the present. I don't mean that now we don't plan, but what I mean is if I'm going to present a paper next week or in a week's time or 2 weeks time, what I do need to do is to focus on the present. What am I supposed to do now? Okay, I'll present the paper, but what am I supposed to do today? And maybe what I'll need to do today is to prepare for next week by researching on the paper, by writing the paper, by preparing myself, putting things in order, working on the things that I'll present in future, but working on what I'm supposed to do today. And if I focus on what I'm supposed to do today, then I'll be able to prepare that paper well to the extent that when I'll be presenting the paper, I have the material with me. So if it's about maybe my job, I don't worry about what will the boss say in a month's time. But the thing is, what can I do today? What is my responsibility today? What am I supposed to do today? And therefore, I focus on what I'm supposed to do today. So if it's to work, at work, I have to do my responsibility. I have to do my duties today and forget about the future. And then do whatever I'm supposed to do today very well. Concentrate on it and bring my mind, all my mind here and do that today. If it's about exams, I have an exam that I'm supposed to do. What am I supposed to do today? The exam is in a month's time or 2 months' time. What is it that I'm supposed to do today? I'm supposed to do today. It's to prepare, read, study. Take the advantage that I said sometimes anxiety can help us prepare so well, because if I know that an exam is coming today, it's coming in a month's time, so today I need to start studying, start preparing myself, start researching, preparing myself for that which is coming. So I have to focus to today. And I think this reminds me of a verse in the Bible. I think it's Matthew chapter 6 that talks about don't worry about tomorrow. And actually Jesus gives an example of birds. He said, look at the birds of the air. They don't farm, they don't work, they don't do whatever. But look at them, how they eat every day. They are well dressed. He uses even an example of flowers. He said, look at the flowers in the bushes out there. They don't work, they don't do whatever, but still they look so beautiful. There's nobody who looks like that. So he was pointing people to concentrate on today. What is that thing that you can add to your life today? What is that thing that you can perform so well today? Focus on that, and then don't think so much about the future. You will plan about the future, but we don't think so much because you can't do anything for the future. You can't change the future now, and also you can't change the past. So maybe you failed in your past performance, but today is a different day. Focus on what you can do today and do it to your level best and forget about what is coming. So if you invest so well today, then whatever you invested today will add up to what will happen tomorrow or the future. So if you read so well today, you'll be able to do your exam well in a month's time or in a week's time. So focus on the present, focus on today, and deal with the things that you're supposed to do today. Don't worry about what people will say. What will be the outcome? If I invest so well on what I do today, then obviously the outcome will be a good one. And then the second thing that we can do in dealing with anxiety is we should stop getting worried about what will likely happen. Because we are living today. We should not think about what will happen, what will be the outcome, because the outcome will come on that day. And therefore, our focus is now. tomorrow is not here yet. 1 month is not here yet. 1 year is not there yet. Because for a farmer who has this kind of anxiety, they are worried about even the kind of produce they'll get from their farm, or the kind of milk they get from their cows. And therefore, our worry is to invest on today, because once you invest on today, then you rest assured that the outcome will be good. And therefore, we should stop worrying about what will be the likely outcome, what will likely happen, because that is the future. And the way I've said, the future is built from today. Another thing that we can do as a way of dealing with anxiety is, let us try to remove or take our minds off the anxiety. For example, if I feel like now I'm starting to get anxious or to get worried, then I need to look for something that I like to do most, the things that I enjoy doing. For example, if I like reading, then that can be an opportunity for me to look for a good book, a good read, and then get a quiet place and then start reading that book, just enjoying the things that you like doing. If you like cooking, for example, that will be an opportunity that now you can make a very good recipe, and then you start cooking something that you've never cooked before, something that involves all of you, involves your mind, involves your thinking, and therefore you prepare something that you've never done before. Or if it's you like meeting friends, I think that will be a good opportunity of trying to see if you can get to your friend and then just leave the things that are worrying you, leave the things that are giving you stress. For example, if I'm preparing a lecture or a presentation and then I get worried, I get anxious, then I can leave that for that time and then go concentrate on things that you like to do. If you like cleaning, that can be an opportunity that you can do now deep cleaning in your house. You can clean all areas of your house. Or if you like walking, taking walks, or going to the gym or running, that can be an opportunity that you can take. Go out there, do something that will remove you, or will remove you from the things that gives you anxiety, the things that makes you worried, the things that makes you panic. And the last thing that I want to talk about today is, if you feel that you're getting anxious, then try to imagine a situation whereby or what you would have done when you are not anxious. That if I was not anxious now, what is that thing that I would have done? What would I be doing now? And then when you think about that, then you can turn into doing the thing that you would be doing at that time. For example, I'm at work, I start getting anxious, I'm so worried, I'm panicking, I'm sweating, so I need to stop and say, what would I be doing if I was not anxious? Okay, I would be working, I'll be concentrating, I'll be doing this and that, maybe arranging things or doing this and that, and therefore I take that advantage and start doing that thing that I would be doing when if I was not anxious. So turning that anxiety into something positive, doing something else that you would have done if you are not anxious. I want to stop there for today. I think we'll continue with other ways that we can prevent or we can deal with anxiety into our lives. I don't mean that maybe you can prevent and remove anxiety completely, but there are ways that we can use to control the kind of anxieties that that we have, the things that can help us to cope with the kind of anxiety that we meet every day. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for coming back to this video again. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please take your time, subscribe to my channel. If you have any question too, you can ask. You can reach out to me, and then we can have an opportunity to together discuss or talk about the things that I'm talking about. Otherwise, think about those things. Those are the ways that, there's a few ways that we can use to deal with anxiety or the anxious situations that come into our lives. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.